They may want tilapia more so than salmon, or they may want mackerel more so than tilapia. So depending on the culture and the traditions of the local people, we can cater to their needs specifically instead of just saying, okay, we're just going to grow like we got 10 items and that's all we're doing. We could be a little bit more specific in different localities. And then we want to find experts in each of these fields.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to find the experts for salmon, the experts for lobsters and crabs. So the biologists, the aquaculturists, the research. And then part of this is also education and training. So we want to have an educational training system, centers on our farms so that we can teach and educate other people. So when we expand our farms across the world, we have people that are trained specifically on our systems through our network. And then also on top of that is the ecotourism side of it. So then people can come and visit the farms and live the experience of what we're doing, and then know, in their hearts that, okay, this is the food that's coming. This is the company that's going to feed me for the rest of my life because I have trust in what they're doing. I love what they're doing.
Yes, yes. And in terms of turnkey solutions, is it going to be licensing? Is it going to be people will be, copying the systems and buying, let's say, the setup? What's your strategy in terms of scaling operations?
Well, there's several different ways we're looking at it. I mean, once we get the first initial farm developed and successful growing food, then we can say, okay, somebody can come to us. Well, okay, we want you to set up a farm in our area, and then they can either take it over or we can operate it.
I see.
So we can either lease it out to them. We can set up franchise possibly. Somebody likes our idea. Okay, we want to take your system and we want to put it in Africa and we want to run it. So we can either build a system for them, we can build and operate a system for them, or we can build, operate, and basically wholesale out the products to the community.
Yeah, got it. Yes. And regarding the product, there's a lot of product out there, and what do you think we need to set up in terms of communications and marketing to um, tell people why this is important to have cleaner seafood options rather than what we have in the market? Because in my experience, I'm very sensitive, and still, it's very, very difficult for me to perceive and sense what is organic and what is not, and so on. Like, how do you really tell that story, and why people need to choose organic?
Mm. Um, I think more people are coming to an understanding that our food systems and the food that's being provided to us is not healthy. It's not a healthy choice. It's mostly a forced choice. They're
Okay.
forcing these foods upon us, and then it comes down to cost, what one can afford. It's like, okay, I can't afford a organic tomato. I have to buy these ones that are in a can that are processed, with all these added sugars and salts, right? So I'm going to buy a can of tomatoes for 59 cents compared to buying a pound of tomatoes for 2.45, right? Because the other dollar or something that I got will buy me a can of corn instead of paying an extra $3 to buy organic corn that's still on the still fresh corn. So it's going to come down to ultimately branding with regards to once they see our logo and our logo, once they get familiar with who we are, Sea Ranch Farms, they are going to know that we are the company that is providing natural, organic, fresh product.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's coming local. I don't believe that we want to be taking our product and shipping it halfway around the world. We want to take our product and keep it in a local area. You know,
I very,
um,
I very much agree. So yeah, that's it. Let's switch the gears a little bit. The last question will be in about 5 to 7 minutes, which will be about the future. The last question will be indicating the end of the interview, but it would be about we are in 2034. What you've been able to accomplish? What are you proud of? Within the 10 years time, and how you see life has changed because of what you've contributed. But before that, I'd like to uncover a little bit more of your personal incentives. Why are you building what you're building? Besides the returns on humanity, what is it that driving you every single day? Why you wake up? Maybe it's not just this project. If you want to share a little bit more wider to show the audience who you are personally.
Mhm. Um, well, I guess basically, I believe that we're all creators. We're here to make a better world. You know, we come here. Let's leave making it better. We're all creators. We're all goddesses and goddesses with inside. It's just that people don't tell us these things. They don't tell us that we have the ability to do things. You know, it's like society is like go get your education, go get a job, go do this. They don't tell you to follow your passion, take your natural gifts and talents and apply them to things that will make a better world. It doesn't have to be big. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I like working with my hands. I like using my mind. I like solving problems. Now let's say, okay, I may have a solution, but if the solution is in my head and it's not out into society doing something good, it brings no good to the world as a whole. So that's the main drive, is to say, okay, I have something in my mind. I have the ability to create it, knowing that everything is being created by, we'll just say man, but humans, everything is being created. And so why not take what I have and actually create it? Let's bring it to reality. But in order to bring it to reality, I can't do it on my own.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? We either need others networking and we need financial means to be able to do those things. So because everything costs, you cannot buy a piece of plastic and make it float in the water. If you cannot buy the plastic, it's not going to float because it will never be there. So if we can see it and then bring it to reality and then it becomes beneficial for humanity, that's what it's all about for me.
Yes. Yes, I totally see it. Yes, it's building the better world through the type of skill sets and interests and authentic expression that you have, and bringing people together who believe in your vision and have their vision also united with your vision, so that we can hold that vision together, and by implementing our day-to-day actions into this reality building
Yeah,
process. All right, all
exactly.
right. So, okay, now we're in 2034, 10 years ahead. Be very creative, just whatever comes to your mind, we've been able to accomplish. And not maybe how we got there, but how we feel by being in that space.
Oh, well, I mean, for me, it's like, okay,